Guys, this is going to be an all signs reading for money. We'll look at money right now. Just looking at the planets right now in the sign of money, Taurus, second house in astrology. We have Uranus in Taurus from 2019 to 2025 is when Uranus has been in Taurus. So this is going to be Uranus is the planet of change and rebellion. Taurus is the second house in astrology. This is about money, work, income, daily routines, values, material possessions, priorities, habits, your job, and work ethic. So we're going to see a huge rebellion, a huge uprising and change and shift in this sector of our lives. Everybody is feeling this. Until 2025, this is a window of opportunity to shift how you work, to shift what your value system is, how you generate abundance and income. Uranus is like a firecracker, inside of a jack-o'-lantern. It'll go off at any time. But I get the sense that you're the trigger for that to occur based on your actions and what you pour, your water into, so to speak. Very cool. Let's see if we have anything else in regards to money sectors and influences. I know Venus, again, this is second house astrology. The planet Venus rules over the second house, money, work, income, daily routines, values. Venus is currently in Leo at the time of this recording until the 21st. So for a couple more days, and then I believe it moves into Virgo. So Virgo, you're going to see more of a tightening of ship, and then I believe it's there for about a month or so. Venus, one of the faster moving planets, but please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Virgo having to do with routines, systems, organization, sense of usefulness, service, your own personal health and fitness. So we're going to see the expression of kind of love and beautification go into your daily routine. So you're really going to invest quality and value in your day in and day out. And this system or structure that you're currently working in is going to give you a sense of usefulness that you're going to provide to others. So very cool. I mean, those are going to be the influences of, it's as if you have a system and then now you're beautifying it when Venus is in Virgo. And it's in this kind of arena that, with Uranus and Taurus, you could strike gold at any moment as long as you're consistently doing what you're doing. Jupiter is in Pisces, meaning your sense of learning and educating yourself again within this realm and arena. In Pisces, this is about limiting beliefs, spirituality, things coming to an end. So you're kind of wrapping up the cycle, and as soon as Jupiter moves into Aquarius, this is about networking. This is technological entrepreneurship. This is friendship. This is social circles. This is social awareness. So things are really gonna blossom and bloom. Again, Jupiter in Pisces until the 28th of this month at the time of this recording, July 2021. You're gonna see this rosebud bloom. So if you're feeling like you're in this kind of void period, just wait, because things are about to start blossoming and blooming. Again, you could always kind of tap into that now, depending on what your state of mind is, depending on what your frequencies, your level of understanding of energy work, okay? But that Uranus and Taurus energy is really kind of profound for me, because at any moment, it's like you could strike gold, like lightning could strike, and I really do think that this is a window of really dreaming big. Neptune is in Pisces until 2025. Neptune is having to do with hope and fantasy. So this as well is another corresponding window when you could dream your highest dreams and fantasies. Neptune ruling planet in its home sign of Pisces. Again, Pisces having to do with what are your belief system? What are your limited beliefs? What are your self-imposed limitations, which typically come from societal conditioning and whatnot. So to the extent that you feel that something is possible or not possible is essentially the extent in which you're going to be successful or not. So keep that in mind. Now more than ever. I mean, I'm looking at the planetary alignments now on tarot.com. Shout out to tarot.com. which I use as a resource. But let's see if anything wants to come out for all signs. We said money. So let's see any messages in particular. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light. Highest possible messages at this time. For anyone viewing this video, guys, feel free to like, share, follow, subscribe, leave a comment, reach out for a personal reading. All my info is on the website, link below in the description. All my social media there. Three of Swords in the reverse. This is coming out of heartbreak, heart loss. Pulling those swords out. What are those swords? Those swords are those self-limiting beliefs. Swords are thought, reason, logic, communication. So everything going on in your mental space. When you take it out of your heart space, you're taking literally out of your heart your energetic frequency, your aura, your being, okay, what you're attracting, what you're magnetizing into your reality. So, it's the thinking mind, the fearful conditioned mind that, like a water spout, like a water spigot, if it's closed, then guess what? There's no coherence between the heart and the mind. Learn to live and love from your heart and choose consciously what those waves are going to be that you fall into, because sometimes you do fall into a whirlpool of negativity because you're caught slipping, because you're not self-directing, you're not basically walking yourself. It's like when you get older, it's like when you're walking a dog, and I'm not comparing you to a dog, but you've seen that one meme where like the dog is walking itself. It has its own leash in its mouth. And someone wrote that the meme, that I came across on Instagram, that this is what adulting is like. So it's almost as if, like, at every moment, at a certain level of reality, you're in control of where you're falling at frequency-wise. So just keep that in mind. It's okay to fall into whirlpools of negativity, but know that that's not who you are. So very cool for the Three of Swords to come out in regards to, again, limitations. When you put your heart into your work, when you put your heart into the work that's in front of you, you know no bounds, essentially. King of Swords is confidence. This is knowing that you're where you're at, knowing where you're at, and knowing that there is work to be done. So this is mastery over self. You're no longer having the thoughts and the whirlpools work against you, but rather you're employing thought in a practical manner to benefit you in this game we call life. And better believe that it is just a game, and at the end of that game you have to put all the pieces back in the box. So you might as well enjoy yourself, have fun, don't take it too seriously, but while you're playing you might as well show some level of mastery. And in this realm, it's the mastery of mind, it's the mastery of thought. Some say that everything is mind. I don't personally agree with that. I feel as though everything is Maya, everything is coming and going. Connect with that which doesn't come or go, but which has always been here and will always be here. This is the essence of spirituality. And have fun with this kind of emptiness, this blank canvas, this void, this vacuum, this space in which you've been gifted to create from. Okay? Let's see what else. Five of Swords in reverse, building bridges, reconciliation, reconnecting, okay, with people from the past, typically. King of Wands in reverse is kindness, understanding, compassion, things of that nature, okay? Having that be your approach. Four of Pentacles in reverse, again, this is in regards to money. This is letting go, investing so as to gain more back, typically, okay? Knight of Wands, fast in, fast out. Make sure not to fall for a flash in the pan type investment. Okay, easy come, easy go. But rather invest with something that's very kind of, typically the tag words for the Six of Cups in the upright are nostalgia, innocence, but I would say something more pure, more direct to source. If it's coming from a good place, typically, even in social currency scenarios or understandings, this will outlast an energy that is just in for itself. Knight of Wands is passionate, desiresome, in and out, but better to go with something that is more kind of timeless, okay? And again, to be in a state, we're talking about money, to be in a state of want and desire is in itself to be in a low vibrational state, okay? So when we're talking about going with something that's timeless, we're talking about timeless to the human kingdom. So, what are timeless virtues and ethics to the human kingdom? This is kindness and understanding. This is tried and true. Okay, the ego persona will want to say that this is boring, will want to say that this is limited. But again, we mentioned Jupiter is in Pisces until the 28th of this month. And not even just because of the planetary alignment, but just as a whole, as an outlook in general, you want to, kind of shut the ego mind up and say, no, there's a new way that we could kind of express these messages and do, quote unquote, the Lord's work or good work in a timeless, fresh fashion. Okay? It doesn't have to, you don't have to fall into the thinking of, the egoic mind where it wants to say that this work is boring and this work is limited or whatever it is that you're doing. I do truly feel that you can infuse a spirit of newness, a spirit of, the God element, because what's more amazing, what's cooler than the highest of highs, or what, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's not a God persona that you believe in particular, but if you can infuse the work that's in front of you with that essence, with that kind of vigor, then that is something worth doing. I think that there's actual fun and enjoyment to be had there as well. Okay, so and also I think that's kind of like the excited energy required to catch lightning in a bottle with Uranus and Taurus until 2025 as well. So it's almost as if you're making little investments of excitement that accumulate and build up over time, like some sort of electromagnetic current. And eventually it's the universe is going to show you, itself in the form of a mirror, which is, the works that you've put out there. As they say, what goes around comes around. So hopefully you're putting something genuine, tried and true, and yet fresh, invigorated, and exciting, just in your being, even in your energy that you bring to the table. Okay, know that will come around tenfold. But also don't limit yourself to the expectation of wanting it to come around, because the very act of your expression of it will have been a reward in and of itself. So that should be more of the mindset that you keep, in regards to money, because, there's a low level frequency approach to money in the want and desire range. We want to be higher frequency, okay? And yes, I should say, still practically, want nice things or our overhead costs met. But again, we must learn the mastery of that internal vibration and the frequency in which we're approaching something. It's not enough to just have millions and millions in the bank for what? That would be for your ego. But now we understand that we don't need that anymore. We don't need external value. So when we talk about money, we have to be very kind of subtle in our understanding of what money is. Okay, so I'm here to say that for you, I'm here to say that to you today. If that resonates, leave a comment. Holler at your boy for more. I'm going to leave it there. I feel like that was a good enough message. On to the next video. God bless. Holler at your boy. Peace.